Hello, I am Keith Bowler with Bentley Systems. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use OpenRoads Designer's horizontal geometry tools to create dynamic, rules-based geometry. These tools are not just for creating alignments, but rather they should be used for any plan view drawing. We'll also discuss tools that have been added to OpenRoads Designers, but what were not a part of the OpenRoads tool set in our SS4 products. The plan view elements we will construct using these horizontal geometry tools are shown on my screen and include an alignment, edge of pavement, right-of-way marker, and a parcel. Okay, so I'm going to move to just a empty 2D design file, and then we're going to come in and use the commands to create this alignment. So before I actually draw anything, I'm going to actually invoke my feature definition toolbar, which, like many of these general tools, these commands work with horizontal geometry. So this is where I'm going to come in and set alignment feature, and then I'm going to turn on this button here, which is use active feature definition. And which basically what that does is when I choose a command now, regardless of the command, it's using active feature definition. So if that's off, right, you have to pick, for every command, you would have to pick the feature definition. So we want this on. Let's go ahead and place our first line. And you can see we've got kind of a dialog box here. And then we also have a cursor prompt that's telling me really what to do here. So in distance, I'm going to place a 500-foot line, right? And then I can hit the right or left arrow on my keyboard and switch to line direction. I'm going to key in north 90 east. All right, I've placed that. I'm going to come in next. I'm going to choose line by angle from element. I'm going to choose this element. We're going to set a skew of 30, start distance of 0, and then I'm going to give it a start point, give it the direction, and then give it the length, so 500 feet. All right, and then if we want to change, so anything about these two elements, you can see that 30 degrees, we'll change that to 20. All right, and you can also see that you see a snap there. So if we go look at under horizontal, and this is kind of where you see the rules and kind of how they reside. So when we choose this element, and I'm not really don't have enough time to get real in depth with rules, but you can see where you can actually get to the rules here. So that element depends on that element there, right? So, and you got the ability to uh, lock, deactivate rules, replace references, remove rules. So a lot of stuff there that we're not going to get to in the video, but I just wanted to show you a little bit about those rules. All right, so we're going to go next, and we're going to come in and place a arc between elements. I could go to use Design Standards toolbar, and it would automatically, I could go choose a 2-lane, 50 miles an hour, and then whatever super elevation rate, and then it would come up with a default radius value there. In this particular case, I'm going to just key in 1,000. I've got the trim extend set to both, so I'm going to place that. I'm going to come in now and complex this element, and I really want to do this automatic, so it'll just choose everything. And I'm going to station this from left to right. Station's initially 0, but what I would do if I want something different than 0, I'll go to start station. I'll check that start distance, set this to 10 plus 0.0. Choose that, data point. All right, and then I can go to drawing production, and we can come in and annotate that, reset, and then there's my stationing. And then we can change if we want to change the scale, right? So change the scale easily there. Okay, so next I'm gonna come in and just change my feature type to linear, and we'll go with pavement, road edge of pavement, and then I'm gonna go to use the single offset entire element, set that to 12 feet, and we're gonna offset that and create that edge of pavement and mirror, say yes. Okay, so next I'm gonna come in and add a variable offset taper. We're gonna go from 12 to 24 for 150 feet. And I'm going to choose this alignment. And then I'm going to hit my right arrow on my keyboard, go to 16 plus 0, 0, and confirm that. And then confirm this end distance and that end length there of 150. So data point there. Mirror no. Then I'm going to come in and do a single offset partial. And I'm going to go to there. And then I'm going to snap to right here for the end. And then I'm going to use MicroStation's drawing command to come in there and do a trim to element. So I'm going to trim that to that. Okay, so next we're going to go back to geometry. Just going to place a point and show you, make sure everybody is aware of Civil AccuDraw and its features here. So I'm going to just hit O and then go select that alignment as the reference. And then I'm going to come in and go choose, I've chosen an existing right-of-way marker, that'll work. So then I'm going to place that at 18 plus 0, 0, and an offset of negative 125. Okay, and you can see that lock there. Now you can see this point, right? Select it, you can heads up edit that there. Okay, so we'll look at some of these new tools next that are in ORD and not in our SS4 products. Geom Builder is the first we'll look at under complex there. Basically, we come in and add new geometry. We're going to set the feature definition here to right-of-way, existing right-of-way. We'll give this a name of parcel 1. And then basically give it a begin point. And then you can use these elements to draw, or you can actually come over here and key in distance direction. You can change that to azimuth distance if you want to, but I'm going to just use the bearings here. South 0, east 100, and then north 90 west 100, and then north 0 west 100. All right, and then we're going to say create civil rules, civil elements, and then we're going to say place. And then we can also save this as an external XML file. So I could save this as parcel 1, hit save, and then hit close. And then if I wanted to edit, there's also a Geometry Builder edit to grab that. Or I could, quite honestly, since I created that civil ruled feature, now it's ruled, so I can come up and do a heads up edit there. Okay, so a few more of the commands that I want to kind of mention. Insert fillet. So if I want to come in and insert a PI, and then add a curve once that PI is placed. You've also got a pinned element, which would basically, so if I want to come in and came in and use the simple art from element, and we'll set the trim to none. We'll choose that. We'll snap there. We're going to give it a radius of 1,000. And then we'll give it a length of 200. There. Trim none. And then if I want to come in and append this element and choose that complex and choose that element. All right, you can see how all those rules hold up. Even the edge of pavement went with that, right? So that's a nice little tool there. A few of the other tools that are new, that are horizontal geometry related, is these common tools here. So transform, which will basically pick up and you can move, rotate, and scale like all these elements with this command. Simplify geometry will basically change the rules up. So so if I came in and simplified geometry on this, it would basically remove this angle rule here. It'd do more of a, basically it leaves the rules, but it basically creates traverse type of alignment. Complex redefine would allow me to come in and draw different geometry like in this area there, and then I could use it to redefine this area with that new geometry. And then table editor here is another pretty neat little command. So it'll allow you to come in here and do heads up edits here. So I want to come in and change that radius. Another thing that's really nice, you can come in here and lock values. and so which the locks somewhat override the rules that are built there. All right, then really the last little thing, so if I want to remove this element here, what I could do, there's really not a delete component in a complex, but you can come into Geometry Builder Edit here and locate this alignment there, and I can choose this, and I can say delete. I can hit modify, yes, right, and then we'll see that curve that I added is removed there. Okay, so that's a quick overview of OpenRoads Designer's dynamic rules-based geometry.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.